When winning is the only option, the sharpest bettors in the world call me. Not because of what I know, but who I know. And the results, well, they speak for themselves. But talk is cheap. So let me show you. The Syndicate Insider Show starts now.
How does it feel that it's election day and we're not born in this country?
I feel like I'm born here as of today.
So we're not going to talk about politics. We're not going to talk about who you're for, who you're against, because I'm all about the Benjamins. It's all, to me, all these people that want to talk about political theater. Let's get the light in here. No, light it up here. Talk about, he was going to get dressed up. He got dressed up in his blue. Talk about political theater. It's a waste of time. Bottom line is this. We're here to make money. We're about 30 minutes from Washington, D.C. You didn't want to drive down there today between all the nonsense. All we did was play early soccer and make a little bit of money. Now, we got the festivities over with. And here's what I want to talk about. 4 years. Write that on the board. 4 years. What can you do in 4 years? Well, you can use any mark of time as a reason. I got to turn my trade station on here. You can use any mark of time. I'll let you mess with it. Any mark of time in 4 years to measure, how much weight you can lose, how much money you can make, how much money you can lose, how big your kids can get. 4 years. Let's write this date down. 1/20/17. 4 years will be 18, 19, 20, 21. 1/20/21. A lot of things can happen in 4 years. A lot of people will be born. A lot of people won't even be here in 4 years. The only thing we know for certain is this. Vegas will be there. The books will get bigger. The lights will get brighter. The streets will get wider. And people will still say what all people say is they have a dream of being successful in this great country. Your family came here from another country. Mm-hmm. I have family that came from another country. This is a country of immigrants, and they all have the desire to make money. Now, the question is, what are you going to do in 4 years? Are you going to worry about political commentary? Are you going to worry about bantering, about who you like, who you don't like? Did the election go your way? Did the election not go your way? Or are you going to take the position that I take? Because this number 4, 11 times I'm going to be 44 at the end of this month. 44 years old. So you're talking about these 4-year increments, they go very quickly. And so what you have to understand is this. 11 times 4 is 44. So I've done these, I'm going to be 11 sets of 4. Mm-hmm. It goes quick. So it doesn't sound like a lot when you say it that way.
Right.
4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years, 4 years.
Then it's here.
And it's here, and then all of a sudden you're 44 years old. What can you do in 4 years? Well, what you can do is stop gambling, never make another bet again, or you can start trading and understand that it just doesn't matter what shape the ball is. In 4 years, you'll have been with me for over 4 years, almost 8 years. You came here when you were 8 years old, which means you had already done 2 sets of 4 years. You didn't even think of it like that, did you? Right? So there was 2 presidential elections in the period of time you were alive. My son said to me today, it's my 3rd president. He's going to be 12 years old. 4, 8, 12. He was born when Clinton was the president. My daughter is going to be 9 years old. She said, Daddy, I've never had another president. She was born when Obama came into office. So you guys think about that. She's 8 years old. She came here when she was your age. And today is the first time she's gotten a new president. 4, 8. Been here, came in right when he was elected. She was born in February. He was elected came in January 20th. She was born right at the beginning of February. Boom. So it goes very quick. 4 years. You can literally turn your financial future around in 4 years. 4 years has a lot of other meanings. I have 4 sources, my entourage. We just did a thing on Snapchat. Think about it. You go to scoresandodds.com. You get all these people talking about they have this connection, they have that connection. It's raining outside, but it's a rabbit fur, expensive piece. Hot. All these people talking about all the sources they have, all the information they have, this contact, that contact. If you're watching this video and you have a phone, you get phone calls every night from cold callers and handicappers that have this big game and that big game, and they all have the source of the source of the source. You want access to guys that break banks in Vegas, guys that are banned that can't walk into the casinos. You want guys that are featured on American History Channel. You want guys that are featured on the cable news networks, Fox Sports. We have them. You want to find out how one guy literally took 20, 30, 40 million consistently out of the casinos playing blackjack? We got that guy. You want to find out how a guy literally took the casinos for hundreds of millions rolling the dice, throwing them in the air and hitting the back of a crap table? We got that guy. You want to find out how the men behind them, the machines behind them, converted that knowledge and information and realized it's math and it's all applicable to sports betting, and then turned around and took $4,000, back to that number 4, and turned it into 1.1 million in a little less than 4 years. We got that guy. What can you do in 4 years? Whether it's Dominic Laurigio, whether it's Brian Blessing, whether it's the Kenny White featured on 60 Minutes with Billy Walters, whether it's Don Johnson, and we're not talking about the 1980 series from Miami Vice. Ask yourself if you want to be connected with the 4 horsemen that can put you on the right side the next 4 years. Ask yourself if you're just looking to find access to tonight's information, to tonight's games, or if you really are looking to make the next 4 years the best 4 years of your life. You can watch CNN, you can watch Fox News, you can watch ABC, CBS, you can watch ESPN, CNN. None of that matters. Because what matters is this. I am my own president. Nobody is writing me a check except the sports books on the Las Vegas Strip. They're writing me a check. They're the ones that are going to write me a check when I walk in. For the last 34 years, 24 years at least, they're writing me checks. You are the one in control of what you do. You watch the news, very wild election, all the drama. Anybody send you a check today when he came into office?
Nope.
You think your taxes are going to be less than next week's paycheck?
Don't think so.
Your life's not changing, guys, no matter who gets elected. This is pie-in-the-sky nonsense. I've been in this business for 30 years, almost 34 years. I started working in this business when I was 14. Back to the number 4. Bottom line is this. It didn't matter who was in office. It didn't matter who was the leader of the free world. What mattered is this. What I did daily and what I continue to do daily, which is work to have the strongest sources in the world to make my clients, myself, and those that are willing to listen money. Are you willing in the next 4 years to take it to a whole nother level? Are you willing to make profits in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, and then wake up on January 20th, 2021, and see who the next president is, either the incumbent or the new person in town, and say, wow, look what I did in the last 4 years. I made more money than I ever had. I stopped shaking my head saying, why me, why me? And guys, we have a database that if you purchased a pick from anybody in our organization, it goes back 30 years. We see the definition of insanity over and over again, people chasing that hot pick. It doesn't make you money. Just like standing out on a street corner yelling at the top of your lungs isn't going to make you money. Nobody is going to give you anything unless you grab the bull by its horns and you decide in the next 4 years how much money you want to make, because it's there. There's a line on a game, either side could win. If there's a soccer game from his soccer syndicate in Europe and they call him up in the middle of the afternoon at 2:45 East, which is 11:45 a.m., pound the game. You took advantage of that under this morning in the Netherlands. In the Netherlands. Sure, there was an inauguration day today. Who cares? If you can get down on Eredivisie game match in the Netherlands, we know I can't give the accent. You take advantage of it. This is why all my shows are archived online, and this is why people pay me to show them how to make money. You've been dealing with these clients on the phone all day long. You got doctors calling up here. You got lawyers calling up here. You got businessmen calling up here, and they're all looking for that hot pick. What have you found? Like today has obviously been a lot. We have a lot of clients, obviously, that are enthralled with the news today, the inauguration. So, been a busy day. I just got into the office. I was out all day. Has it been a slow day? What's your perception?
I mean,
Not every day is inauguration day where you get a new president.
Well, it was busy today, but it's the same concept. They call here, they want the Holy Grail. It doesn't exist. And then they think they could still play on their own and win. And they don't realize it has nothing to do with the games. Has nothing to do with picking winners.
I mean, listen. Did you see that last night that basically he touted the Patriots? He was, Belichick was in the audience and he said, he gave him that. Listen, what are you going to bet on the Patriots because because Belichick is a supporter and he was at the correspondents' dinner last night and he said, I was following Belichick's game plan. You think that's the reason that Patriots opened at 5 and went to 6? Don't be delusional, guys. If there's a line on a game, either side can win. What do you think? Pittsburgh's dirt at 11-5 against a 14-2 Patriots team? Don't be obsessed with these games this weekend because there's 2 games, but there's a whole board of college basketball. You got the early key numbers, 5.5, 51, now 6 and 50.5. And then you got the Atlanta Green Bay game, 11-5, 10-6. Basically evenly matched records, 659.5 on the open. Now, when do you remember an NFL total at 60?
Some places it's already at 61.
I'm asking, when do you remember an NFL total at 60?
When teams had defenses, that's the last time.
I don't remember when the Ravens won the Super Bowl, the total being 60. So, 6 down to 5.5.
Looks like a college game.
It looks like a college game. It's 2 games that everybody's going to be hyper-focused on. Obviously, all the money's going to come in on New England because Trump was touting it last night with Belichick being in his buddy. That's no reason to bet a game. If anything, you might get value playing the Steelers. My computer systems, my sources, the crews that I deal with, not some no-name fantasy land nonsense that I got a guy of a guy of a guy. This is not round robin rosy school children in the yard nonsense. Ring around the rosy. This is somebody makes a move on a game. It's based upon the fact that the number is not right, and they're trying to get the game to the right number, or they're taking advantage of a soft number. That is what you're playing when you're playing not hockey. When you're playing point spreads, is the number right or is the number wrong? Make the next 4 years the best 4 years of your life. You have that ability. It doesn't matter who you liked or who you didn't like. When you wake up tomorrow morning, you still got to brush your teeth. You still got to wash your face. And it doesn't matter who is in the Oval Office. Anything else you want to say,
I think we got it all covered on this great inauguration day.
That's it. 120-17. You won't get another 120 till 120-21, where you get an opportunity to see if we have a new president of the free world. But each day till then, you are your own president of the free world, and take advantage of it. The information lays before you. Happy Friday, good day, and good luck.